guys, Kristen Collins. Hope you're doing well and very excited to connect with you guys this week to talk about authenticity and coming from that place of wholeness to live that unique life that we have come here to live. And I just was able to connect with my friend Janet Namaste on Raw Real Talks Healing Edition, a live Instagram we host each week, and got to dive deep into this topic of inner child healing and really being in touch with who we are and being comfortable with that. And I shared with Janet that last night David and I watched the movie on, I don't know, Netflix or something about Billie Eilish. And I know absolutely nothing about this musician. I did think maybe I saw her in that kind of Gucci with the lime green outfit maybe last year, but I knew nothing about her. No idea she had won like 1 billion Grammys in 2020, and found myself watching this documentary, which totally touched my heart. Because here is a girl who was brought up by a family to create, to just have a platform for creation and creativity from a place of wholeness where she was fully supported to be authentic, to be true, to create, to embrace who she was. And her journey was one with a lot, it had some darkness, and not because her parents were jerks or something, but it just was in authentic internal darkness that she experienced. So she wrote about it and she sang about it. And watching this documentary on how she has touched tens of millions of lives as her fans are watching her perform, and she's just pouring her heart out from her true emotions and feelings and just energetically sharing this journey with those who want to listen, from her unique place and her unique style and her unique self and her imperfections. And watching these folks just take in her music and just not sobbing like hysterically, but just like streaming tears. And I'm like, oh my God, if it's not Dave Matthews or Zach Brown, I don't listen to it. So I have no idea what's going on here. But honestly, they had their lives, their souls deeply touched by Billie's expression of herself. So I bring that to you today because that's only one example of like the 5 that I've experienced the past 24 hours where I'm like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Who are you? Are you comfortable with that? What are you denying? What are you too scared to step into? And we don't have to step into it like a rebel, like we're gonna burn everything down, like everyone else is a jerk and let me make a scene. No, if we just get comfortable with who we are and then we just step into that. And it's not a light switch, guys, right? It's a journey. Maybe we dabble our toe. It's an unfolding. I look back at the past year of like, who am I and how uncomfortable I was trying to fit into some molds. And now each day I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I get to be me, which is an ever-changing me, an ever-growing me, an ever-evolving me, but just from that place of wholeness, where of course I want to fit in. Of course I prefer, to be in community where we all love one another. I also realize that, especially now in our culture, that there is so much divisiveness and there's a ton of people who aren't going to like who I am or what I have to say. And I have to be okay with that. I have to be comfortable in my own skin and live my life authentically and let the cards fall where they may. And guess what happens as I'm unfolding that journey? I'm attracting people, experiences, opportunities that I had no idea would even be possible for me. And I keep laughing because as one thing falls off, all of a sudden something even more vibrant and beautiful bubbles up. And I'm like, oh my God, how did I get so lucky that this now gets to be in my world, in my space, how I spend my time? So my question for you today is, do you have the courage to sit in the present moment and be with yourself and get to know yourself and honor yourself and do it from a place of love and kindness and patience and wholeness? Not to where you have to burn everything down, but to just be and to marvel in that and to be nice to yourself. And from this healed place of wholeness, because the stuff that we're denying and not addressing is still there. when we're distracting from it, or, you know, trying to drink our way through it, or project and, you know, blame others for it. So from that place of wholeness, how are we allowing to be conduits for our true purposeful work and what we really came here to do? So if you have time, I don't know, it's not about the music. I really don't understand Billie's lyrics or what she's even saying. I just share this story with you because here's a very young girl who grew up where she was able to be expressive and creative, and now is like killing it, all from that place of authenticity. She's not trying to be anyone else. She's just being her. So for this week, I just ask you, are you trying to be someone else? Are you judging others for who they are? And can we all just come together and be from that place of wholeness? Because when you are living a life from that place of wholeness, it is so freeing. It is so calming. It's very surreal. And from that place of wholeness, how does the world then show up for you? It provides incredible connectivity and opportunities as you shine like a lighthouse. So with that, I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much for all of your touch-ins during the week. I am constantly inspired by your outreach and by the stories that you share on how our conversations and the space that we hold together is touching your journey. And please know how much you are touching mine. So with that, have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.